the white flag, pointing at Turner. And Old 99 roars down the straightaway to begin the last lap. On the main straightaway is on its feet as Turner lead-foots it through the third turn. Curtis Turner wins his first Southern 500 going away.
My dear, get ready for new territory. 1 lap to go. You are headed for victory lane if that engine holds together for 1 more lap at around 177 miles an hour.
Got himself a big lead. Take no chances. He's coming up on Jeff Bodine there, but he don't need to pass Jeff. Just follow him around there, Jeff Burton.
4 7/10 of a second between first and second spot. Give a call to Steve Grissom. Back up here in 10th spot. Elliott 11th. Checkers coming down. And the inaugural Interstate Batteries 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway is won by South Boston, Virginia's Jeff Burton. What a job.
Here, every moving part in that race car is his race to win right now.
White flag for Jeff Burton. The first career win at Texas. We told you in pre-race coverage that no one has earned more points this year on a super speedway than has Jeff Burton, and no one has shed more tears than has Kim. Miles to go. Checkered flag in sight. Jeff Burton wins the Jiffy Lube 300. Dale Earnhardt close, but not quite. He'll come home in second. Rusty Wallace will finish third.
Is out for Jeff Burton. 1 more lap to go. Can Dale Earnhardt catch him here in this final lap and pull off a victory?
He gained 0.2 of a second that lap, but you can see the distance. It's too much to make up unless something should happen to that 99 car.
Yeah, he's going to have to mess up bad.
Here is Jeff Burton off of corner number 4 and taking the checkered flag, winning the Haynes 500. His first short track win in his 117th career start. His third win of 1997, along with Texas.
Coming to the white flag. 1 lap away from his second straight Jiffy Lube 300 win. Kim looks on, waiting for the first win of 98. And what would be the 4th career NASCAR Winston Cup win. The last one last September at Martinsville.
She was talking to him down the back straightaway there on the radio.
It's taken him 22 races to get back to victory lane, but Jeff Burton has done it. He repeats here in New Hampshire. Jeff Burton wins. Martin comes home in
Coming out. Will it be Burton or Gordon at Richmond? 1 more lap to go. Gordon in behind Jeff Burton. Gordon heads for the inside, coming off corner number 2, down the backstretch. Jeff Gordon pulls alongside, but Burton inches ahead as they move through the 3rd and 4th corners. They're coming to the line for the win. It is Jeff Burton winning over Jeff Gordon. What a great race.
Wow.
He is in 6th spot. And the white flag is showing as Jeff Burton maintains that advantage on Brother Ward.
He's opened up to over 1 second lead, so unless this thing blows up and runs out of gas or something before he gets back to the line, it's going to be Jeff Burton.
Here is Jeff Burton coming off the backstretch, settling into corners number 3 and 4. Ward Burton pursuing, but not having a great deal of luck. Here is Jeff Burton crossing the finish line and winning the Las Vegas 400 for 1999.
They are celebrating down here as the rain clouds open up, and Jeff Burton, you have won the 43rd Trans-South 400. Congratulations.
I had to tell you, I'm a little speechless. To win Darlington means a lot to me, and win like that, I don't know how you can do it much better than that.
It's going to be the 5th time in $6,000 million bonus. Down they come. White flag is extended. Final lap is underway. Jeff Burton has the advantage. Bobby Labonte in second. Now it's 5. Now it's 6 car lengths. Now it's 7. As Burton tries to draw away. Trying it to win his first win at Charlotte. His 11th race here. The 99 staying in front. Another set of turns. Here comes everything thrown into it by Bobby Labonte. But the checkers are ready to fly. They're going to belong to Jeff Burton of South Boston, Virginia. Yeah. And Wade Smith has won $1 million. And he may need a respirator.
Finishes fourth. Kim can't believe it. White flag for Jeff Burton. It would be his 3rd straight win in the Jiffy Lube 300. Kenny Wallace is now running in the 2nd spot. Jarrett is 3rd. Gordon is 4th. Elliott, who is a lap down early, is 5th. It'll be the 4th win of the year for the Exide Ford.
I can bump it out of gear now and win.
Jeff Burton wins at New Hampshire. Kenny Wallace comes home 2nd.
And in the air, and the checkered flag is flying. Jeff Burton wins under caution the noble $5 million bonus and records his 10th career victory.
The NASCAR tried. They tried as hard as they possibly could to get some green flag racing. They just could not get it done.
Victory of his career.
Frank Stoddard in the background looking in every direction.
Kim says, I can't sit.
She said, go, go, go.
White flag. Ward is closing in. But in 3/4 of a mile, can he get there? Around Kenny Wallace. To within a car length and a half. Up the banking goes Jeff Burton. But Ward is not going to be able to get there. Out of turn 4 to the stripe. Give the checkers again to Jeff Burton by car lengths over his brother Ward. Bobby Labonte crosses 3rd. Then Jarrett 4th. Rusty Wallace 5th.
Craig Zipadelli, the crew chief for Tony Stewart, who currently is in 2nd position to Jeff Burton. The red flag is out. 148 laps of the CarsDirect.com 400 have been completed.
DJ on the bottom side or high side, if they get side by side, that would give him white flag.
Dale Jarrett has been the fastest car in qualifying, one of the fastest in practice. Jeff Burton had only 2 fresh tires on that last stop, but he's done everything to keep Jarrett in his mirror. 2 miles to go.
Kim Burton looking on, praying, not breathing much right now. Come on, Jeff, she says.
Wallace trying to line up with Jarrett. Can they make a move? Will Burton give them anywhere to go?
I don't think he will.
I think Burton's going to run that perfect line. Jarrett looks to the outside now. Nowhere to go there. Trying the bottom side again.
Jeff Burton won his first Winston Cup race on CBS. He comes off turn 4, and he's going to win the last Winston Cup race on CBS. Jeff Burton over Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, and Mark Martin, winning the Pepsi 400.
He did a marvelous job of protecting his territory.
Racing, it'll be the 4th win for Jack Roush. 2 at Talladega with Mark Martin, 1 at Daytona with Jeff Burton, and now 1 here in New Hampshire. So the testing, it all pays off. And folks, you've seen something that rarely happens. He was a winner here yesterday. He wins again today. Jeff Burton wins it. Here's the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It will be Burton, Mayfield 2nd, Park 3rd, Wallace 4th, Bobby Labonte 5th. Mark Martin will finish 6th. 7th will be Gordon.
Stewart wants to go, but he just doesn't have quite enough time. How about Harvey? 2nd place. Pretty good job there, too, bud.
For a young fella who's never raced 600 miles, and he ran 300 yesterday.
That's right.
Quite an accomplishment for Kevin Harvick.
He's becoming the Iron Man of this series based on the fact that he runs the Busch races on Saturday, no matter where they are, and then comes back and runs these Winston Cup races on Sunday. That's quite an effort on his part.
coming off turn 4 for his first win of 2001. Jeff Burton wins the Coca-Cola 600. Kevin Harvick beats a fast closing.
It's okay. White flag.
One to go.
Final mile for Jeff Burton.
Load it in, baby. I got to get one of those in there. Load it in.
Frankie Stoddard. Some lap traffic ahead.
All the traffic. Got 3 seconds on them.
Just in case they happen to get crossed up in front of him. Davey Allison won back-to-back races at Phoenix in 1991 and 1992. 2000 and 2001. Jeff Burton will repeat the feat. Checkered flag for Jeff. Here's the race for second. Whoa.
Side by side when they come to the line next time by.
Here they go. White flag, boys. Last time. He's there. And he cut the margin in less than half.
Hey, boys, watch this. Jimmy goes up high to block him. That may or may not be good.
If he can get that run right here, if he can get it, keep that momentum.
He's going to get a run at him.
He'll get one shot at turn 3 and 4.
I'm telling you, they're going to be side by side when they come to the line. It's going to be another one of those fantastic Atlanta finishes.
Johnson tries to block him. It's who can stay in the throttle here off turn 4.
And here they come, and I think Cole's got the advantage on him. He does. He wins. Cole Ruddy has done it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
2/100ths of a second after 500 miles.
For everybody on that team, fantastic.
We'll take the checkered flag this time, and then you do whatever you want, buddy.
And I don't know if I tell Carl Edwards that or not. Because we know one thing he's going to do. He's going to bring that bad boy right back here to the start and finish line and do a little backflip.
The next Cup championship. White flag for Carl Edwards. It's just been a pleasure to work with throughout the season. A lot of charm, a lot of determination to the next Cup Series.
He has been a breath of fresh air.
Came here in Atlanta, won Busch race. In fact, the next day, won the Nextel Cup race. We talked about it. Sweep to become in fashion here in the Nextel Cup Series. And Carl Edwards sweeps at Atlanta.
You're looking at it. 3 back.
Pretty impressive. Unbelievable what that is.
Edwards going for 2 in a row. Won last Sunday in Atlanta. Tony Stewart is 6th, and that really will affect the championship standings as we head for Phoenix next week. Carl Edwards.
You can take a break. It's yours.
Off of 4. It is his. Carl Edwards wins at Texas. That was something to watch. Knocks Michael off the lead lap.
White flag.
Last lap for Carl Edwards at Michigan.
One lap. Be cautious. Be safe. You got plenty of room, Tony.
In 2005, he had 4 wins, finished 3rd in the chase. Last year, he struggled almost the entire season, never found his way to victory lane. Just after Memorial Day, he spent a day on the USS Enterprise with over 5,500 sailors. Signed autographs for an hour, got to launch F-18s off the deck. He said they inspired him. Carl Edwards off of 4, and after 52 races without a victory, Carl Edwards wins at Michigan.
Just walking him through these last couple of laps.
Carl Edwards could lock himself into the chase for the Nextel Cup if he hangs on and wins it tonight. It would be his 2nd win in 2007, and Carl Edwards will come down and take the checkered flag out of turn 4 as a winner in Bristol, Tennessee. The 7 car spins around. Robbie Gordon.
Smoke Billy from beneath the 1 car right in front of the leaders. White flag.
White flag.
Less than a mile to go for Carl Edwards. Trying to take over the lead in the chase for the Nextel Cup. Trying to become the first driver to lead the NASCAR Busch and the NASCAR Nextel Cup point standings. 2 turns away from victory at the Monster Mile, and here he comes down. Carl Edwards picks up win number 3 in 2007.
That's a good job, boys. Coming to the white flag, 1 to go.
Past Joe Nemechek, who'll finish 34th today.
Nice and smooth, bud. Last lap here.
Just tiptoe, baby, just tiptoe.
Yeah, with Clear and Nemechek, he's pretty much got smooth sailing, getting close to half a lap to go.
Don't let go of that. Don't wave at anybody. Just bring her home.
Looking for his 7th top 6 finish in 8 starts here in Southern California.
Got a
spin. Car in the wall. Jarrett.
The caution is out, so the field is frozen. The race is over right there because we're on the white flag lap.
Dale Jarrett's car rolls down from the banking.
Once you enter into the white flag lap and there's a caution, the race is over.
Won. Yellow came out after the white flag.
Checkered flag. Carl Edwards wins the Auto Club 500, his first victory at California.
He's going to make a run on Junior as they go down in toward turn 1 here. He's looking around. He's looking inside. He's looking outside.
You got good gap here. Run away with it.
Biffles to the outside of Junior off of 2. Can't quite get there.
He'll have one more shot as Carl Edwards pulls away. Half a lap to go.
Carl's loving this. He's looking in the mirror saying, bye-bye, boys.
Harvick coming into the picture.
See you at the casino.
Single file. Biffle looks high.
Whoa, Biffle.
And for the 9th time in his Sprint Cup career, Carl Edwards will go to victory lane.
2 in a row. Way to go, Carl.
Hey, well,
we're fighting for 3rd, but ain't much happening up here at the front.
Carl Edwards running away. The battle is back at 6th place.
Yeah, those guys that got tires are fighting with each other big time.
Yes, they are. Newman, Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton on the outside, and Denny Hamlin. That's a hornet's nest.
Coming to the checkered flag.
Matt Kenseth's a big old sandwich.
Carl Edwards off turn 4. Will win the Samsung 500.
Oh, we got Clint Boyer sideways.
Denny Hamlin and Boyer got together with Boyer in the
gas. Edwards has got a lap to go to the checkered flag.
They only have a certain number of spots they can push that car, right, Andy, down pit road. And that car's not running. They'll have to push it back to their pit.
Pass-through penalty being called for the 18. If he can get back on the racetrack, going to be a moot point here. But the question is, does Carl have enough fuel on the final lap?
The team's holding their breath right here. You can't see the car. All you're looking towards turn 3 and just hoping you see that car come off the corner. So far, so good for Carl. Into the tunnel turn.
And Carl is back in the throttle because...
This is the last lap, right? To be checkered flag this time. Bye, bud.
We said this team has been performing exceptionally well, and they've done everything right today. On the racetrack, in the pits, making the right calls, and it's going to get them another victory, it looks like.
Great car. Outstanding strategy and an impressive drive by Carl Edwards. He takes win number 4 on the season.
You are a wheel man. Cannot live without you, brother. I appreciate your efforts every day.
Yeah, he had a good turn. Kyle Busch had a good turn 3 there, but I just don't think that he's got enough. Carl Edwards' car is just too strong, I believe. And these have been the 2 best cars pretty much most of the day. Dale Jr. was fast at the beginning, but for the last half of the race, these have been the 2 best cars.
Carl Edwards trying to come down and get win number 5. The all-important bonus points. 10 bonus points per win. Remember, he didn't get the bonus points for the Las Vegas win because of the violation they had with the oil tank cover. Here he comes out of turn 4. And for the 2nd time in 2008, a driver sweeps both events. Carl Edwards will win it Saturday and Sunday at Michigan a year ago.
Takes the white flag.
White flag, buddy.
Less than half a mile from back-to-back victories for Carl Edwards. Down the back straightaway. Got a hammer in turn 3. Got some traffic in front of him. And Carl Edwards will come down and win for the 2nd time in his career in Bristol, Tennessee.
Kyle Busch is going to finish 2nd. Denny Hamlin.
They would have to go 69 laps. They've gone now 68 laps. White flag.
It's amazing. We see the guy that's getting ready to win this race getting passed by everybody on the racetrack, but he's on a different agenda. It's Jeff Gordon back there.
Half a lap.
If he can make it half a lap, he will narrow almost 80 points off of Jimmy Johnson's lead. He said if we can just get it down to 100 or less at Homestead, we got a shot.
I like his chances from here. Wow, what a call. What a call.
Coming out of turn 4, what a call. Carl Edwards gets it done and wins at Texas.
Man, oh man. Jeff Gordon's going to finish second.
Hell yeah! Right there. That's Ford fuel mileage. Great job.
I got to hand it that. That was amazing.
The differential.
Great job. 15 seconds, bud. 13-second lead.
Okay, it's a white flag here, guys.
Six car.
Okay, now the 29 car is in second place, and he is another 13 seconds back. All Carl has to do is just make sure this thing will come around to the finish.
10-second lead now, bud.
Final lap for Carl Edwards, who has led the most laps, trying to coast home with yet another win in 2008.
He's going to make it, guys. Here he comes.
Out of turn 4.
Great job. It's running out right now. We're out again.
Carl Edwards gets his 9th win of the year, and Jimmy Johnson makes history.
Newman's third. Logano is in 4th. In the final lap here goes Jeff Burton around. And the big question is, can Jimmy Johnson make it on fuel?
He's kept Kevin Harvick behind him also, watching the battle.
Carl Edwards down in the field.
Bud. You only got 3/4 of a lap. Let it go if you need to.
There it is.
42's on the gas in front of you on the bottom.
You heard it. Montoya has run out of fuel, but here comes Carl Edwards. He's done it. He swept the weekend. And now, who's going to end up ahead in the chase?
Come up on the white flag lap.
There it is. Just one more circuit.
One good lap.
Nothing any of these guys can do. That hammering you hear is the sound of the nail of the final coffin on the Chase Contenders' hopes of upsetting Jimmy Johnson.
Got a lot of champagne. Half a lap, bud.
Carl Edwards is going to win the race, but coming through turns 3 and 4, the championship is going to go to Jimmy Johnson. And if you don't think he's going to be one of the greatest, think
You're
again.
looking at the 5-time champion.
You're looking at him.
Place finish the way it looks. White flag in the air.
Smooth, bud. Nice and smooth.
She's a race now, Larry.
Stewart, after that good strategy call, can get only so close to Carl Edwards. Round turn 3 and into 4. Stewart packed it in there, but Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards gives Ford its 4th win in the last.
Come up in front of Johnson. You going to give him a room? No, he doesn't have the room. He can't make it. White flag.
Last lap.
Carl Edwards, if he doesn't run out of fuel, look at Keselowski. He and Jimmy Johnson are hanging into each other. Here comes Denny Hamlin. He'll go on the apron. He's on the apron. This could get big when they get to 3.
Hamlin could be, is second going into turn 3.
Can he hold it down? No, yes, he can. He got it.
Winless streak over. Off turn 4. Carl Edwards wins the Subway Freshman 500. Johnson and Hamlin in a fender banging.
Now it's Newman and Truex fighting for a wild card spot in the last lap. Truex has got to pass somebody in these final 2 corners to get in. Carl Edwards is going to win the race.
Fans waited
Good job, buddy. Good
2
job,
hours this afternoon, over 3 hours tonight. Enough. Mother Nature wins, and so does Carl Edwards.
Awesome, guys. Way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's Carl's 22nd Sprint Cup win.
Carl all of a sudden has backed it down just a little bit. He's being really, really careful right here.
One more time,
because he just lost over half a second to Jeff Gordon on that last lap.
Yeah, that was a pretty conservative lap. We saw the car step out, getting into turn 7 a little bit, kind of bad. Made his way through the S's and was very, very careful getting into turn 11. And it goes back to what Larry says. You get to that white flag lap, then you just got to maintain this pace.
Going to be no overtime today in Sonoma. The leaders working their way off at turn 4 for the final time this afternoon. Down to turn 7, one of those passing zones, but Gordon not close enough to make anything happen.
Boy, Jeff is, I know he's running everything he's got right now.
And this,
because he's only got one more shot at it, and I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough. But
and we've seen that 99 smoke the tires of Carl Edwards, smoke the tires getting into turn 7 the last 2 or 3 laps.
Through the high-speed portion of the track for the final time. Gordon closing in as they head toward turn 11. Gordon driving it in hard. Edwards locks it down, maintains the top spot, and drives off of turn 11 clean. He's won 22 times in his career, but never on a road course. That's going to change today. Carl Edwards, a winner at Sonoma.
Oh, yeah! Awesome!
Great run for Junior.
Good work, man. Good work.
There's the white flag. Sponsored by Credit One Bank, waving over Daniel Suarez.
All right, white flag. About a 5-second lead. You had one come back on here at the top of 3A. Take your time through here. You got no pressure.
That's very good information.
I wonder if that steering just locked up on Allmendinger. Something had to happen there.
I think he just got the right sides off in the dirt here.
Okay.
But the good thing is Daniels through that section doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Just has to make another good, solid half lap here and get this win under his belt.
He's got almost a 5-second lead over Chris Buescher, and that's 17 right now.
So team owner Justin Marks, as we mentioned, Bay Area native. His dad, Michael Marks, up there on the pit box with him. Awaiting what would be the crowning of NASCAR's newest Cup race winner. Through turn 10 for the final time. Headed for the hairpin and home. Well, the Fox season opened with Pitbull doing a concert at the racetrack in the Coliseum. He's a partner in Team Trackhouse. And through turn 12, Daniel Suarez is a NASCAR Cup winner.